Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the last video we have discussed about the level order traversal, and in this video so there is an extension of that question, that is the zigzag level order traversal. So we are going to use the level order traversal in a ditto manner. उस कोड को हम कॉपी करेंगे और यहाँ पेस्ट करेंगे और एक वेरिएबल को ऐड करेंगे. सो इस वेरिएबल डिसाइड करेगा कि मैं zigzag traversal को कैसे कर सकता हूँ. सो माई हिंदी इज़ नॉट गुड, प्लीज. आई एम फ्रॉम साउथ इंडिया, सो माई हिंदी इज़ नॉट दैट गुड. Okay, let us consider an example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so this is the tree what I am considering. So the zigzag traversal is nothing but, so you know the zigzag pattern, right? So first like this, so this is the way in which zigzag pattern appears. That means first we move in this direction, then we move in the opposite direction in the same way. So first we have to traverse the first level in this direction. So and after traversing the level from left to right, we have to traverse the second level in this direction, and we have to traverse the third level in this direction. So you can see that so there is a zigzag pattern which is appearing. So zigzag pattern is forming between these things. So how to do that? So it is very simple. So I am going to use one variable and let the name of that variable be left to right. सपोज मैं लेवल 1 पे हूँ और इस लेफ़्ट टू राइट वेरिएबल को मैं इनिशियली 1 पे इनिशियलाइज कर दूँगा. सपोज मैं फर्स्ट लेवल पे हूँ और इस लेफ़्ट टू राइट इनिशियलाइज हो चुका है 1 से. दैट मीन्स द लेफ़्ट टू राइट वेरिएबल हैव बीन इनिशियलाइज्ड विथ 1. in this case, so if the left to right variable is 1, the name itself suggesting we have to traverse from left side to right side. So the simple funda, so here we are going to use the pushback function. That means we are going to push the elements so back to the vector. In this second level, this left to right will be negated to 0 and we have to traverse from right to left. So we are going to use the insert function and we are going to insert the elements at the beginning. So we are going to insert the new element at the beginning of the vector. So let us trace or dry run this code, or let us trace the code. Initially left to right 1 था जब तब हमें left to right traverse करना था. So in the first level, the first element will be 1. In the second level, we have to traverse from right to left. So as the left to right is 0, so we have to traverse from left to right. So first what I'll do, so I'll do the level order traversal itself, but I'm going to insert this 2 at the beginning of the vector, and the next element which comes is 3. I'm going to insert this at the beginning. So what I got 3 to 2, so which is nothing but the level order traversal. And after completing this thing, so now let us consider the last level. So now the left to right negates and it is going to become 1. We have to traverse from left to right. Again we are going to use the pushback function here. So this is the basic concept behind the zigzag traversal of the tree. Let us solve the question. So first I require a 2D vector in order to store the so 2D vector in order to store the zigzag level order traversal of each level. So let the name of that be result. I am going to create a queue, and if you have not watched my previous video, please go and watch that so you can easily understand this. This question is like a child question. So I am going to push the root into my node that means my queue, and then I'm going to push, okay, so null into my queue, so suggesting that at the level, okay, so it is indicating that, okay, null is used in order to indicate that we have completed one particular level. So I have pushed the null, so this null is going to indicate the completion of the level. So, and I have already said that I require a 1D vector which is by the name level, and it is going to store the elements of the particular level. And in addition to the level order thing which I have discussed in the previous video, I have already said I want one variable, so named left to right. Let left to right be initialized to 1, and now while the q.empty is equivalent to false, exactly the ditto copy paste of the, okay, so level order. So first what we are going to do, we are going to declare a current, okay, node, and so we will take the reference of the element which is present at the front of the queue, and then we will pop the element. So if the current is not equal to null, in this particular case, okay, so we were doing the pushback thing here, and after that, so if the roots null left is present, so we were pushing. So here in this, okay, pushing back region, so I am going to do the modification, and I am going to push, so it is not root, it is current actually. Okay, I am going to push currents left into the queue if present. If currents right, q dot push currents right. If the current is not equal to null, so if the current is equivalent to null, we will just push that level into our resultant 2D vector, and then we will clear that level, indicating that so one level has been traversed and we have pushed that level to our resultant vector, then we have to clear that level vector. So hence result dot pushback. So I am going to push the level, and after pushing the level, let us clear that level. Okay, so I have cleared this, and in the last video I have said, so we have to, after detecting the null, we have, okay, after detecting the null, okay, it is an indication that a level has been traversed, and also the childs of that particular level has been added already, so you have to add null at the end of the queue. If the q.empty is equal to false, then I'll just push null into the vector, and here after completing the traversal of one level, we will negate the left to right variable, so that after one level, so we will traverse it in the reverse way. So is equal to negation of left to right. So it's cleared. Okay, so here I said I am going to make some modifications. Initially we were pushing back, so and in the video I have, okay, so in the, okay, at the beginning of the video I have explained that if root to right, okay, root to right is equivalent to 1, then I am going to push back the element level dot push back the current's value. Okay, it's fine. Else I am going to insert the element at the beginning of the level vector. It's very easy. So if you watch my videos, you will get to know how to deal with the trees very easily. And after the completion of this while loop, I am just going to return the resultant vector. So I'll run the code. So as I am also a human, there might be some glitches in my code. So if I find the glitches, I can detect where I am going wrong, and I'll sort it out. Let us run the code. Okay, so it is showing that the time limit is exceeded. So what might be the reason behind this? Okay, I have created the resultant vector q, and I have pushed the root into my q, and the level vector is created. Left to right has also been created. If q dot empty is equal to false, I am going to take the reference, and I am going to pop that. If current is not equal to null, okay, if left to right is equal to 1, I am going to push back the current's value to the level, or else I am just going to insert the current's value in the beginning of the vector. If currents left is not equal to null, I am going to push that. If currents right is not equal to null, I am going to push the right vector. So okay, next I am going to push back this level into my thing, and if the q dot empty is not equal to false, then I am going to push the null vector. Okay, I am going to push it, and is equal to negation of the left to right. So where I am going wrong? Okay, q dot front end I have popped if current is not equal to null. Okay, so currents right. Okay, so else result dot pushback level dot clear. If q is not empty, then I am going to push. Okay, so push this element. So then I am going to negate the thing. So here the time limit exceeded means there is some glitch in my while loop. What is the error? Okay, current not null. Okay, according to me, so if the root is not equal to, that is if the root is null, I am not returning the empty list. That is the reason, I guess. So if you find the root to be null, that means if no element is present in your tree, there is no need to create this queue and all. So hence I am going to return an empty list. I think this is the possible error. The code what I have written, okay, is exactly correct, because we have understood each and every step, right? So we have missed this thing, I guess. Let us run the code and let us see whether it works or not. Yeah, it's working fine now. So this is the thing what I have set. So now I'm going to submit the code. Let us see whether my code will be accepted or not. Yes, my code is accepted successfully. So this is how you can do the zigzag traversal. Don't worry about the time. So this leetcode timings is like shit. It is going to give wrong timings each and every time. So I'll show you the live demo. So here 17.77% is there, right? So if I submit this code once again, then it is going to give 100%. See, in front of your eyes, I have proved that my solution is best, but the leetcode time is going to vary. So I have explained the thing. So thank you.